Okay, no problem.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. Hello, everyone. For those of you who might view these recordings at a later stage, we are here today with Her Excellency Dr. Edna Joyce Santos. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. And let's hope that you'll enjoy our research.
Inshallah, inshallah. And I am thankful that you have invited me to be included in your research. I am also looking forward to your questions, and I hope that I could help in one way or another. Okay?
I will reveal now that the woman I was allowed to include on my research was a woman that they were scoring a personal branding score over 50. So a woman that already have an impact in the world, let's say, at the moment. So reading your bio, it's not just inspiring, it's something amazing. I mean, your contributions span across medicine, leadership, authorship, and humanitarian efforts. So it looks like you not just set, let's say, certain standards, but let's say you put the grid quite up for many women that will try to follow your steps. So I'm really grateful.
Thank you for the kind introduction. I am much humbled, Elena, mashallah.
I am really grateful that you give some time for my research, and I will start with the first question.
Okay.
What is the why behind what you are doing every day?
Okay, I have had a truly remarkable and fulfilling career as an ophthalmologist. Let's focus on my being an ophthalmologist and an entrepreneur. I have I have been into a lot of things, but let's focus on that. So it would be, better for your research. My dedication to serving humanity is the force that drives and inspires me to help people in marginalized nations. Regarding my why, it is clear that my purpose is deeply rooted in helping others and making a positive impact on people's lives, particularly those in underserved communities. By dedicating myself to medical missions and philanthropic work, I have not only improved the health outcomes of many individuals, but also contributed to creating a more compassionate and equitable society. My commitment to bringing doctors to rural areas, especially in the Philippines when I was back there in my country, highlights my passion for bridging the healthcare gap between the urban and rural communities. This selfless approach has undoubtedly made a tangible difference in the lives of countless people who might not have otherwise had access to quality medical care. So my why serves as a powerful reminder that our careers should be driven that by more than just personal gain or recognition. This should be guided by a series of purpose that aligns with our values and aspirations for making a positive impact in the world. Thank you.
Amazing. This is a question that some women are reluctant to answer. If you believe in the power of personal branding, and I want to explain a bit the reason I'm asking this question, because you know something, as we become acknowledged and let's say famous, people are more willing to collaborate with us. So as we grow, we can do better stuff. And imagine that someone really wants to help and offer to the community a lot of things, but there are not opportunities to do a lot of things when you are not acknowledged, let's say. So I do believe that, especially women like us that we are born with a certain intelligence and we are privileged for that. We really owe to the humanity to build something and be able to help. So do you believe in the power of personal branding?
I really and I truly and absolutely believe in the power of personal branding. It is essential for individuals to establish a unique and consistent identity that showcases their skills, values, and expertise. A strong personal brand can open doors to new opportunities, build trust with others, and will help achieve career goals.
I think you covered me completely. So the next question is, do you consciously build your personal brand?
Uh, let's say, as an ophthalmologist and entrepreneur, I recognize the importance of building my personal brand to establish my credibility, trust, and authority in my field. So here is how I consciously cultivate my brand. Okay. I publish research papers regularly. So, in peer reviewed journals to demonstrate my expertise and stay up to date with the latest advancements in ophthalmology. I accept speaking engagements by participating in conferences and seminars and webinars to share knowledge, network with peers, and showcase my skills as a speaker. And most especially, I'm always having an online presence. I maintain an active presence on professional platforms like LinkedIn and something like on academia as well to connect with colleagues and patients. With regards to entrepreneurial ventures, there should be, with regards to thought leadership, you can do blogging. You can write articles on industry trends, innovative solutions, and entrepreneurial insights. So, in my blog or guest posting on other reputable sites. And then you can do social media engagement. Utilize Instagram for visual storytelling or Facebook, for community engagement and to share updates with about your company's projects. And thirdly, you do networking events. You attend entrepreneurship events, startup conferences and business networking sessions to build relationship with potential partners. So consistency is the key to maintain a strong personal brand across both aspects of my life. I focus on consistently producing high quality content. Second, engaging authentically with audiences through social media. Thirdly, collaborating with influencers or thought leaders in related fields. And lastly, continuously learn from feedback. That's very important. The
Yeah,
feedback, the comments from the audience.
yeah. This is something great, let's say nowadays. And isn't it amazing that we have social media? So we have the platforms to communicate and engage, let's say. Whereas, let's say 20 years ago, things were much more difficult.
Oh, don't remind me. Actually, now, by internationally building these connections between ophthalmology expertise and entrepreneurial ventures under one cohesive narrative that is of visionary innovation. I can differentiate myself as a leader who combines medical acumen with business setup.
So, what will you say about your brand values and how do you communicate them, let's say? Because your journey is not just impressive and it's deeply aligned with purpose, sorry, and impact. So how do you communicate your values?
Okay. Firstly, let me tell you what my values are, especially in my clinic. There should be compassion. We prioritize empathy and understanding in every interaction with our patients. Secondly, there should be excellence. We strive for exceptional medical care, innovative solutions, and continuous improvement. Thirdly, there should be integrity. We operate with honesty, transparency, and accountability in all aspects of our business. Fourth, we welcome innovations. We stay at the forefront of medical advancements to provide cutting edge treatments and technologies. And lastly, we engage with communities, local organizations to promote eye health education and support initiatives that benefit underserved populations. Now, how do I communicate our brand values? So, to ensure that our brand values are deeply ingrained in every aspect of our business, we communicate through various channels. One is employee onboarding. During the onboarding sessions, new staff members receive a comprehensive overview of our brand values and their role in upholding them. Secondly, patient education materials. So our patients receive brochures, website content, social media posts, and the marketing materials emphasize the importance of compassion and excellence in eye care. Then we have internal communications. Our regular team meetings. We have regular team meetings that focus on sharing success stories that exemplify its value. And then we recognize employees who embody these principles or discuss challenges where they can apply these values to improve outcomes. Fourthly, we incorporate social responsibility initiatives by partnering with local charities or participating in community events related to eye health awareness, like the World Sight Day. We demonstrate commitment to community involvement while reinforcing integrity as a core value. And lastly, leadership by example. As leaders within the organization, including myself as an ophthalmologist, we model behavior consistent with its value. So this helps foster a culture where colleagues feel inspired to uphold these principles themselves. So by consistently communicating these core values across our touch points, from employee engagement to patient interactions, we create a unified entity for our eye care clinic and the clinic as a whole on trustworthiness and dedication.
Thank you so much. So, what is your human mission that you think can affect people's life?
Okay. My human mission is multifaceted with focus on improving the lives of people through innovative solutions in eye care and vision correction. So here are 5 key aspects of my mission. First, restoring vision for all. As an ophthalmologist, my primary goal is to provide high quality eye care services that restore vision for individuals affected by various eye conditions, including cataracts, glaucoma, age related macular degeneration, and refractive errors like astigmatism, farsightedness, etc. Secondly, by advancing eye care technology. Through entrepreneurship, I develop cutting edge technologies that make eye care more accessible, affordable, and efficient. This includes creating innovative surgical instruments, diagnostic tools, and digital platforms for remote consultation and telemedicine. Thirdly, by empowering global eye health. As a global citizen, I am committed to promoting awareness about preventable blindness caused by infections like trachoma and onchocerciasis or river blindness, and by supporting local initiatives in underserved communities worldwide. Fourth, I foster education and research. I strive to educate patients about their eye health through clear explanations of complex medical concepts in simple terms. Although I collaborate with researchers from diverse backgrounds to advance our understanding of ocular diseases, but this has to be explained simply to the patients. And lastly, by building sustainable healthcare systems. My entrepreneurial ventures focus on designing sustainable business models that ensure equitable access to quality healthcare services while maintaining financial stability for both patients' families as well as practitioners themselves. So, in essence, my human mission revolves around enhancing people's lives through evidence based medicine committed with innovation, driven entrepreneurship, and ultimately fostering healthier eyesight across all populations globally.
Amazing. As I previously told you, my doctoral studies focuses on gender stereotype, and it's not by chance that I've chosen you since you live in a Muslim community, you are Muslim, and from research and from what I know, I know that gender stereotype is even more, even today, it's let's say higher in Muslim communities. So was this a barrier for you to build a personal brand? Did it impact, let's say, your journey?
Can you repeat that? What do you mean?
Gender stereotype is usually a barrier for women. Especially in Muslims community, women should stay home, take care of kids. It shouldn't be
Okay.
working, let's say. Let aside build a career, being an ambassador, showing, let's say, personality, opinion, and so on. Was that a barrier for you, or you didn't have any bad experience, let's say, with gender stereotype?
My experience being in a Muslim community, let me tell you something. It wasn't hard. You know why? Because being in the United Arab Emirates, I am very fortunate to be in a country that values and respects women highly and gives credence to one's achievements and accomplishments and pushes one to do their best. Let me provide you with information on how gender stereotypes within the Muslim community might impact women's journey in building their personal brands. It's true that in many Muslim communities nowadays, traditional gender roles and stereotypes can influence societal expectations of women. So these stereotypes may lead to biases against women, you know, who pursue careers in non-traditional fields or build personal brands that challenge societal norms. So some potential impacts of these stereotypes include limited career choices. Women may face pressure to choose careers that are considered more feminine, you know, or less competitive rather than pursuing high stakes profession like entrepreneurship. Secondly, societal scrutiny. Women who build successful personal brands may be subject to unwanted attention, criticism, or even harassment from those who do not approve of their actions. Thirdly, lack of support. Women entrepreneurs or professionals may struggle to find mentors, networking opportunities, or access to resources due to social norms that discourage women from taking risks. And fourthly, balancing work and family responsibilities. Women may face expectations to prioritize family obligations over professional goals, making it challenging to balance work and personal life. However, as I mentioned, the UAE is a country known for its progressive values and strong support for women empowerment. The government has implemented, various initiatives aimed at promoting equality and encouraging female participation in the workforce. So, to overcome these challenges and succeed as a woman entrepreneur in the UAE or any other context or country, consider the following strategies. One, build a strong network. Connect with like minded individuals who share your goals and values. Second, seek mentorship. Find experienced professionals who can offer guidance and support. Three, develop resilience. Learn to navigate criticism and setbacks with, while maintaining your confidence. And lastly, emphasize your unique strengths. Highlight your skills and accomplishments while being mindful of cultural sensitivities. While these are certainly while there are certainly challenges associated with building a personal brand as a woman within the Muslim community, there are also many success stories that demonstrate the power of perseverance and determination.
I know that you are an inspiration for many women. I know that. I've talked to someone. I know that you are inspiration. Do you actively mentor some women, let's say?
Oh, yes, I do. They reach out to me and I'm ready to mentor them, no problem.
Great, great. Let's talk a bit about failure. I know that most people, and especially women, avoid to talk about failure, but in my opinion, it's what really shapes us. When was the last time that you failed, that you felt that you failed?
Again, I didn't get it. Sorry.
Yeah,
What was
I
it?
I know that many women avoid to talk about failure, okay? But in my opinion, failure is what really shapes our character and help us to become resilient, let's say. When was the last time, if you want to talk about a failure, let's say, and how that made you feel?
Failure. I never let failure get me down. Never.
Okay.
There might be instances that I would not say it was a failure, but maybe because at that time I thought that was the best decision that I can do. So, but even then, if you fail in something, you should learn from your mistakes. Do not let it keep you down, but rather let it be an impetus to make you be better the next day. You know, failure is something that should be used as, shall we say, like a ladder where you have, or a challenge or a difficulty that you have to overcome, but it should never get you down. Okay, You should be with people who are more positive, who share your passion, who share your values, who share your goals. And they will be the ones to get you out of that tunnel that you put yourself into. There is always a light above the tunnel, you know.
When I mentor, I always tell them that, something in our journey, there is no really failure. I mean, I want to think of anything that would be considered by someone a failure as a
Yeah.
lesson.
Yes,
So we
that's what I say.
always should, if we learn something from that, it's a lesson. That's it. And
Yeah.
then we should move on.
Yeah. Never give up. That's something that they should learn. Never give up. Trust the Almighty. He is always with you.
However, do you believe in creating your circumstances?
Creating my circumstances. Yes, of course. We have to pave the way in order to reach our goal. You know, you start with knowing first what it is that you really want to do. And from there, you make an outline on how you are going to achieve this. And then you go step by step. You do not go immediately and jump in order to do that. It's not possible. Maybe for some people, yes, they are. You know, they have parents who are really rich and could put them in situations that immediately they will be in a in a very good position. But for you, do not be in a hurry. Try to study about the course that you want to do, about something that you want to do. Take lessons, take mentorship, whatever you have to do, make yourself an expert. Okay?
Actually, you already answered my next two questions. If you invest on yourself and if
Yeah.
you work on your skills. I want to
Yes.
ask you though something else. Do you have a role model? Do you have
Oh,
someone
yes.
that you really admire?
You wouldn't believe it, but my role models are actually my parents, my mom and my dad. You know, my dad was one of the most famous during his time. He was one of the most famous lawyers in my country, the Philippines. But he is a strict disciplinarian, and his integrity and honesty is compared to none. He taught me the values, the core values that up to now I carry with me. You know, if he knows, he doesn't care if you're a very poor person. If he knows that you are right, he will fight for you up to the Supreme Court. My mom as well, she was not only a very good she was an eye ear nose throat specialist at the time. You know, it's combined before, eye and otorhinolaryngology. She was not only the executive vice president of the Philippine Medical Women's Association, but also the president of the Philippine
Oh
Medical
my God,
Association.
you
And
had
she's the
very,
president of so many organizations. And believe me, Elena, I had huge shoes to fill up.
that's what I
Really.
was going to say. It's because my father was a very strong personality. He still
Yes.
is. And I always felt that I need to live up to his expectations.
Expectations.
And
Yes.
yeah, it wasn't easy. And up to now, it's still not easy. Your Excellency, I want to ask you if you want to give, let's say, an advice to a female entrepreneur, what that would be and why?
Okay. For a female entrepreneur, okay. Let me say something to her. First of all, she should surround herself with people who has the same goals as her, wherein who could help her open doors for her, you know, with regards to the kind of business that she wants to get into. Secondly, she should not discuss what she wants to do at first if she has a new innovation. She has to keep it to herself, until she is ready to put it out in the market,
What?
so that she will be the pioneer for this one. Really, I'm not kidding. There is a saying in my religion: if you want something to really happen, keep silent for a while until you make the proper announcement.
This is amazing. You know why? Yesterday, as I was walking in the morning, I'm trying to walk every morning,
Yeah.
I was listening to one of Jim Rohn's videos, and he was saying the same thing. Keep it
Oh,
secret until you are ready to put it
yes.
out there, because
Yeah.
you never know, let's say, if people might approve it or they might criticize it, and then
Yes.
you'll start doubting even before starting, and you are sharing your. And now
Yes.
I listen to you saying the same thing. It must be something there.
Yes.
In my mind, I have it always like, if you share it with people, you feel like you have to do it. So it's
Yeah.
like, and I started now to rethink this idea, let's say.
Yeah.
So let's go back a bit to social media,
Okay.
because in my research I really want to find out what are the most suitable platforms, let's say, that will help someone that really wants to build a personal brand. And let's say, what platforms of communication do you use? I know that we should be using all of them, but let's say, in which one do you actively focus?
I'm more focused on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
LinkedIn, because it's a professional site, and most of the people who reach out to me are people who are really into their own fields, and they want to ask how they can improve in their own, um, uh, shall we say, specialties. You know,
Okay. But do you actively engage? Let's say, how many posts you post every week? Do you have a plan, or you just, whatever comes to your mind, let's say?
I don't have a plan, actually. And it's right, whatever comes into my mind. Maybe I just look out there and I see the sun is shining so brightly. I want just to share it with the people, because it's inspiring me now to talk more with you. Let's say like this. It's just that something that comes into your mind which you think that people will benefit. Like you see a lady who looks really so sad, and just you approach her and you give her a smile, and suddenly there's a smile back. Every little thing that you could give, even just a smile, will make people stay you know
Yeah, this is true, and I've noticed many times, even if I was, let's say, very tired or down for something, let's say, as I smile to someone, or giving an honest compliment, I received back kindness. So that
yes.
changed my mood. So probably that would be a good, let's say, way to switch our mood when we are
Yes.
not in a very, very good mood. Okay, a question that I have to ask is like, what search engines do you use? Do you Google, Bing, Yahoo? What do you use more often, let's say?
Usually it's more of Google, Google, and maybe Bing once in a while, but mostly Google.
All right. what about AI tools like
Oh, when AI came, of course, AI is priority. Nobody
you
now
know
can,
that you know, as a professionist, I'm a SEO specialist. Okay, I do search engine optimization. So until the AI tools, we had only Google.
yes.
Everybody was Googling.
Mm.
Now, even AI tools are search engines, and we have now, besides social media platforms that are search engines too, we have also AI tools. It will be funny if you'll be asking who is Dr. Edna Joyce Santos and see what articles are coming up about you.
If you
Um,
Google me, you will find some of my articles. If
I
you ask
found
Chat GPT,
I had to Google you actually. And
yeah.
as I promised to you that I'm going to reveal your score, you scored 69 out of 100, which is quite a high score. And this is the way my theory, my research will prove that there is a way to measure even the power of our personal brand, because with everything that we build, we need a way to measure it. So this
Mm,
is what I'm trying to prove, that certain assets, certain skills, certain things that we post, and the way that people interact with our content, with us, and their authority, their dynamic, their fame, will actually result on our personal branding score, let's say. Thank you
mm.
so much, Your Excellency, for the time you gave me today. I'm deeply grateful. I will stop now the recordings